and some things went awry.
Just a few.
There's bits of dude everywhere.
I do know what you're talking about.
You're covered in him.
Oh, that. Well,
Yeah, that dude.
And Blake has just been staring daggers at you the entire time.
It's so messy.
Yeah, that does remind me.
This was beautiful. And look what happened.
it was beautiful destruction.
It was not beautiful destruction.
Hey, Blake.
Yes.
I think you need to make me some sort of like luck type roll.
Oh, no. I still haven't even updated my character sheet. I've been saying this for like 2 months now that I'm going to update my character sheet, and I still haven't.
One of these days.
One day I really will. I promise.
Terry, I will agree with you. That was some beautiful destruction, but that wasn't the plan.
I didn't say that. I just said it was beautiful.
Okay, what am I rolling?
Let's just say you're gonna roll a D100.
Oh, perfect. I've been rolling really well recently, so I'm sure this will go in my favor.
I was telling Jeremy about Tuesday.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh no. Is my camera on for you guys on Roll20?
I don't know. I don't have those up.
Yeah, I have it turned off. I also don't have Roll20 up now. It occurs to me.
We got 74. What does that mean for us?
That means that you did not get splattered with blood on your clothes.
Terry is lucky. He would have been a dead vampire, like a re-dead vampire. He ruined this outfit.
Re-dead.
Yeah, I think there was one point where I rolled 30 dice and one went through.
That is, yeah. And Ryan, the same. It was both of you. So
it was awful.
Wait, only like one hit? Or
No,
one wounded?
Like, out of 30 dice, there was one. Like, it wasn't even like through the process of elimination. No, out of all 30 days, dice, like, very first, like, oh, well, I get to roll 30. No, fucking one of them. One of them.
What was your ballistic score?
I don't remember. I don't remember what the specific roll was or anything. I just remember there was a shit ton of dice and there was one success out of them all, and it was stupid.
What happened is you.
Oh, that was the roll where you made that. Yeah, you got the 1-5. And
Yeah, I had to walk away from the table. I was like, this is.
She had 30 dice, and it was 5 ups, and she got 1-5. Literally, she didn't get any 6s.
That was the only one.
You threatened to cheat on your armies. That's why they betrayed you.
Look, I bought paint yesterday, okay? I am dedicated to the Necrons.
Yeah, but you're bringing more in, and they didn't like it.
Nick, I have a new stupid fucking idea.
What's that?
I want to collect the Primarchs.
Why is that a stupid idea?
Because they're fucking like $100 a pop.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be like $100 a piece.
Yeah. And I just,
he already has a bunch of like legendary people that he's collecting at his house. So what? It's just one more.
Okay,
It's just a few more.
Those are legendary people. Fucking, my buddy Aaron left his Catan the Void Dragon here, and it was on my shelf for like 2 weeks. I'm like, oh yeah, I started a Necron army. Got the most expensive guy right there. But like, Manus looks so cool. Angron looks dope. Gilliman looks fucking sick. And the Lion, oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, even the fucking, if you're getting like Mortarion, he's a Primarch.
Oh, I forgot about Morty.
Mm-hmm. What am I forgetting? Oh, the actual Roll20.
Amanda, is your handsome brother home yet?
He is not. His dog's looking at me like I've betrayed her. And I'm like, I have no control over his life, Clark. None. But I think when he leaves the yard, he'll probably pop in on the phone. That's my guess. Might be wrong.
What are you guys still have all that fucking construction out there?
That's never going away. But from where he comes from, he can like go around all of the construction because but it'll still be like 15-minute drive after he leaves.
Okay.
We messaged earlier said he was an hour out.
I don't know what time it was when he said that.
He's got 2 goddamn
8:15.
minutes. I'm about to be upset. So, what are we gonna do about the girl?
That's a great fucking question there, Jeremy.
Well, we can make her mind go away with Alex. We can wipe her memory and send her on her way and let her live a happy, less abusive life. What are we gonna do about the blood on the beautiful white carpet, though? That is really more important.
I'm gonna throw this out there and you're not gonna like it. Fire.
This, like, honestly, I was like, wow, you know what? We can kick this guy out. Blake can take over this apartment. It's gorgeous. There's stunning artwork. It has nice views. It has beautiful white carpet. I was like, I can feel, yeah, this vibe. I can feel it. And then now there's blood everywhere.
But doesn't it look like art? I mean, Terry's so goddamn pretty. It's like a blood flower.
That's what I'm
He is
saying.
gorgeous. But you know what? He was still gorgeous standing next to Charlie, and Charlie was hideous. Okay, that doesn't make it less hideous just because he's gorgeous. That's not how this works.
I like how like taking out this dude was like, oh yeah, no, we can like move this up our list. It'll be fine.
It was
not fine.
it was going to be fine, is what I was saying. It just there were some complications.
Things got a little out of hand.
You lost your goddamn senses, is what happened.
You know, the beast lives in all of us. Rain, the beast lives in all of us.
You have 2 wolves inside of you.
Let's just say it was a brouhaha.
A witch?
What? No, I'm Clan Brouhaha.
Oh,
But that is what that means, yeah.
I forgot that was your clan name.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Where's my notebook? This would be a good time to get my notebook. My desk is a mess. It's just filled with fucking Warhammer figurines and Necromunda figurines and
So what is Necromunda? I know it's like a Warhammer spin-off sort of thing, but
so Necromunda, it's it's a lot slower. So instead of an army, you have a gang of 5 to 10 people that you and your opponent and it's not a match. It's more of a campaign. You start out with your gang and you guys fight over territory. You pretty much have a gang war over territories where you guys have like both like custom built this map out. And then you do battles, gain more money where you can buy like upgrades and level up your dudes. I don't know if you've ever played the game XCOM, but it's kind of like that leveling system where if your dude
Yeah.
survives the fight, you get points to like upgrade them.
Sure.
And it's that the factions are all like gangs. I chose the Palinites. They're like the police force. I was gonna paint them to look like the LAPD and just like muck duck murder because it's Grimdark universe and all that.
Yeah, totally.
My a couple of guys I play with talked me into playing it because they're making a campaign for it, and it's just because I always like the idea of like having like a little small tactical squad, like guys that I actually like name,
I can see that.
which I did. I named them all. It was actually a lot of fun because I gave them like generic cop names from like movies and stuff, except the leader. His name's Shepard. But there's like a Johnson. There's a Diaz. Um,
Riggs.
oh yeah.
Molotov.
Oh,
Riggs.
Rig.
I'm too old for this shit. You need a Murtaugh.
Bro, how fucking good are the Lethal Weapon movies?
How fucking good is Lethal Weapon? Oh my god, I am blanking on Lucas's character's name.
Jay
Thank you.
I
or
have
Bishop?
two.
J/Bishop. You're right. I'm constructing a stream overlay while we're
Oh, there you go.
talking. Okay. It's not bad for hastily being thrown together. Lucas, those pictures look really good.
I only did one of them. The other one was from Allie.
Is the new Amsterdam by Night thing from Allie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that fucking looks great. Tell Allie that she's amazing. I mean, she already knows, but tell her
I
some
will be
more.
happy
I
to
was
tell
gonna
Allie
say
she's
that's
amazing.
obvious.
Yeah, tell her more.
They're singing your praises currently. They're admiring your art and stuff. Yeah, Nick is making a background for the stream, and picture and everything.
What did I draw? What did I get drunk and do?
I don't know.
Amanda.
I'm good with that.
Ooh, okay.
Hopefully your husband.
I wish I remembered more of it. Maybe you send me those pictures that
Me
we swore we
too.
would keep.
All of them.
She said she's keeping all of them.
Oh, good, good.
I'm so excited for this weekend. It's WrestleMania weekend.
Oh God, how am I going to compete with that?
What are we doing on Saturday?
Watching WrestleMania.
Oh, are we not doing D&D on Saturday?
No, I mentioned it to the group, but like everyone's more invited, more than welcome to show up and like watch WrestleMania with me. But it's kind of like I did with the Royal Rumble.
Far more important than D&D.
I mean, we could play Magic.
You could play Magic.
Jeremy's ass is on the couch.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's just the man. I enjoy it. I like Summer a lot because she gets my wrestling references, and I just want to talk to someone about wrestling, and Patrick won't answer his fucking phone. I don't have a lot of wrestling fans, so it kind of bleeds into my other friend groups.
You
Tell me
can
about
still
it.
message her on Discord. I'm sure she'll answer. I know nothing of wrestling. I do no sports.
It's the best way I can describe it. It's like watching anime. I know that sounds odd, but there's characters built for storylines,
No,
built
it's
to
a,
get
it's a
viewers.
soap opera with action.
Yeah, and choreographed, not necessarily fights, but matches. Like I enjoy watching it because it's like an anime. Not so much about like the fighting and the violence. Like I watch MMA and I just get bored to shit. It's just two dudes beating the shit out of each other. It's a lot more entertaining in a Denny's parking lot because those dudes don't. I'd rather watch two dudes who don't know how to fight other than two dudes who know how to fight. 1,000 times.
Well,
Unless they have a good storyline, then we're all about the storyline.
We're all about the storyline.
I think you're right, Jeremy. It is like an anime because they got the recurring villains
Oh yeah,
that go through
and
the storylines.
sometimes
no
the
one ever
good character
truly
goes
stays
bad.
dead.
Yeah, if you don't see a body, they're not dead.
They're not dead. And even when you do see a body, you can't trust it.
They turn into a cloud of vapor and just disappear.
No need to bring trauma into this, okay?
Yeah, or fucking
Too late.
Chad. God damn it.
Chad is the trauma.
Ugh.
I almost died. I was scared
Why?
I'm back.
because Chad almost killed me.
Oh, the little wine is scared.
No, I am.
No.
Well, since it is now 9:30 Eastern, shall we go ahead and get started?
Kick it.
Let me fire up a string here.
New Amsterdam. I do like that font and the way it glows and the artwork.
Yeah, what can I say? She's pretty awesome.
That's an understatement.
Hell yeah. I'm happy for you. I'm curious about the story. I don't know if there's somewhere I can buy it and read it, but I'm interested in the setting.
Allie's got a couple of books, right, Ben?
Several.
Yes.
Could you maybe send me over a link?
I could probably arrange that.
That's a hot way to live. Let's do this.
All right. I got a stream up and running so Lucas can watch us later.
What are you talking about? I've
Excellent.
been streaming for the last 18 minutes.
I thought you weren't going to play.
Well, Jeremy sounded so sad, and I couldn't.
I was
stand by himself.
Okay.
Well, I am not unhappy that Jeremy, guilted you into playing with us. So.
It didn't feel good.
It didn't feel good.
I learned it from my grandma.
It's like I've already got 2 whiskeys in. I wasn't ready for this.
We love you,
Sounds-
Tim, to deal with it.
Sounds like you're exactly ready for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but vampires can't drink. My vampire can't drink.
He doesn't need to. It's
He's
okay.
supposed to be intelligent, and I'm not intelligent when I drink whiskey.
Well, since we've already kind of relived the end of the last session, I say we just pick straight back up.
No, no.
So you've got Terry standing over the mutilated body of one Jacques Monet, a most deserving victim.
Yeah,
But it has made a mess.
but a big
And-
mess.
Rain and Blake is standing just outside the door. Rain is also in the bedroom. And what do you do from here?
What the actual fuck, Terry?
Sorry, I lost my cool. Terry's got his fangs out right now. Like he's full on blue-eyed underworld vampire right now.
So what? We kill her?
No. 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 we'll get Alex. Alex will deal with her. She'll be fine. She'll live a long, happy life. She'll never remember any of this.
I'm fucking covered in this asshole's blood. It's everywhere.
I have eyes, thank you. Okay, now this is, you know what? Unfortunately, this is not the first time this has happened. Right, storyteller? I've dealt with situations before. I know people. I have
You've
connections.
definitely dealt with situations like this before.
This isn't the first time this has happened. I need a minute, and I need Jay. Where's Jay?
At which point we cut scene, and Jay, you're
no.
back at the bodega. What have you been doing?
Oh boy, what has Jay been doing? Checking the stock market, seeing what their interest is accruing, seeing who can they defame on the internet. Probably keeping tabs on the group on their venture, because I don't know what they did, but they did something bad, and I want to make sure that they're okay.
So you chose not to head to the park and meet up with the group and with Chris Fawkes. You decided to stay back at the bodega that evening.
Yeah, Fox gives me a
And-
weird vibe.
I believe you also specifically said you were working to set up some more of your intricate security protocols for how to protect yourself and the group from any unwanted attentions while perhaps delving into less than acceptable areas, such as
Yeah.
general internet presence.
Yeah, spent a lot of money on a lot of technology to do that.
So, first I need you to make me a skill check of some kind to determine or make a case for why some of your attributes or resources mean that you're able to accomplish this.
Now, I recommend
Mm-hmm.
don't get the brutal critical.
Okay.
It's bad. Bad things happen.
Well, I'm gonna say intelligence technology for siphoning off stuff from very rich stockbrokers.
Okay. So let's see how successful you are at coming up with ways to defraud people.
Yeah, I gotta remember how to do this. All right, so I think I do skill first and then attribute.
Yeah, and then if you have anything that you add on to that, you can add it as additional shit.
Success.
Well, you got 2 successes. In this case, there wasn't really a difficulty. It was just how many degrees of success were you able to use?
Like always, I roll like shit.
It was okay.
I know, but I have so many-
There's been worse. Look at
There's-
Terry.
It's been much worse.
And so I want to take a look at your
that should
particular
actually
skills.
be. Shouldn't that be? Isn't each dot a die, or am I reading that wrong?
2, 3,
Yeah, you
4,
rolled
5,
5
6,
regular
7.
die, 2 hunger die.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
rolled 7 dice.
I should
total.
have 7 and then 2 hunger die, because I have 3 in technology and 4 in intelligence.
No, of the 7, whatever your hunger is, you replace that many with hunger dice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
you roll
deduct
you
3.
roll 7 dice still.
So, trying to find your technology skill and see what your 3 dots.
If
Okay,
I remember
so-
correctly.
With 3 dots in technology as a skill, you are well aware of the intricacies of computers and systems It says that at 3 dots, you can create and unleash your own viruses without fear of detection. So, now that you've spent some time and even gone out and acquired some assets, you are familiar enough with what you're doing that you feel confident you are hiding your traces very effectively. In fact, you feel confident enough that you are willing to attempt to work from the bodega and interact with general systems out in the city. And I'm going to say that you're working on some, effectively a system of managing burner phones.
I like it.
But it is not in place yet.
I will become Saul Goodman.
So given that it's not in place yet, how are you going to, or how is Blake going to manage to contact you?
Didn't he give us like walkie-talkies or something? Pagers, something.
I think
You
that
do.
guy
You
covered-
did pick up some like walkie-talkies at like the Circuit Shack, but those are like 300 feet,
Yeah.
quarter
Super shitty
mile.
ones.
I have a flip phone that is connected to Jay that he slipped in my pocket in the second session.
Would
I've
Blake
never
know
used
about it?
No, but if you say, well, I thought you said you I need to get a hold of Jay.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I just.
Then I'm just
um,
gonna pull the phone out of my pocket. He gave me this to get a hold of him. I've never used it though. I'm gonna toss it at you.
Blake just glares at you.
What? Why are you pissed off at me? I'm not the one who just spilt a guy everywhere.
You guys just don't follow any rules, do you? There's just nothing means anything to you. This is no. Just
Well,
give
I
me-
didn't break
give me
any.
the phone.
I didn't break any rules. I just had the phone. I'm not using the phone.
She's gonna take a sigh and like take the phone. Like she's happy it's there, but also she's just like, God damn it, why do we have this? She's frustrated. She's flustered. Yeah, so she's gonna take the phone and is Jay's number in there?
I think it's the only number in there.
That's probably
We're going to
the
say
only
that
number.
there is one number in that
I
phone.
would assume so, but I just wanna make sure. She'll give that one phone number a call.
Well, hello, Rain.
No. Hi, Jay. So, got a little bit of a situation, and I'm gonna need your help because you're really good with the whole eye in the sky aspect of it all.
Oh, sure. Well, what do you need?
Well, I need you to track all of our locations from when we left and see if you can find any cameras with anything of us in it. And I need you to erase all of that footage. We don't exist in the world tonight at all. There's none of us. We do not exist. And then secondly, I need to, what's the name? Not now, Terry. Not now.
Jay has that ability as well.
I just don't think it's strong enough for what Terry fucking did.
Cloud memory makes him forget
It can
everything in
just
the last
make
couple
it a
minutes.
nightmare. Okay?
I can
Erase
dominate.
them. Yes, just obliterate the memories. But like not her brain. Don't murder her brain.
You,
Oh,
the
now you want the
fertilizer,
world.
Alex.
Hi, Ryan.
Right. There's a name of the cleaners, and I'm trying to think of it, and the only one that's coming to my brain right now is Sunshine Cleaners, and we need to get a hold of them because they're familiar with this type of situation.
The irony.
I like their
No one
name,
would
actually.
ever think of vampires with
I
shuns.
love the irony. I'm here for it.
So we need to get a hold of them and just let them know Blake is requesting them. And
Terry's going to suggest. Oh no, you're on the phone with him. Never mind. I forgot you were on the phone with Lucas.
yeah, it's not something we usually
Terry
do.
is very loud. Does he want to say something to Jay over the phone?
No. I think right now Terry's kind of just staring at this girl that's probably staring at him.
I mean, this is probably the first person Terry's ripped apart limb from limb.
Oh, yeah.
I would assume so.
He's definitely processing. Like, I made my humanity roll last time, Lucas, and I went from 8 to 7 humanities. So Terry's
Welcome
going
to
through
the
some
club.
shit.
Hey, come on.
Oh, I'm with all of you.
Actually, I
One
think
more.
I'm at 6.
No, you're not.
I think I'm
Come on,
at
Wait, are you at 6?
Rain's
I
at
think
6.
Where's the 6 boys? I'm so excited. I thought I
Dude,
was the only
Well,
one.
I
with
have
6.
7. I think I
Damn
lost
it.
one, but yeah.
Join me, all of you.
We can be the Sixers.
Yeah, Blake, I can get that set up for you. No problem.
Okay, this is fine. This is okay. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. And then she's just gonna look at the girl. And we just have one more loose end to tie up.
Well, I don't get my hands dirty, so I'll let you do that.
Okay, I guess and she's gonna like look at the phone and then look at Rain and be like, okay, well I guess call if you run into any issues with that. Let me know what Sunshine Cleaner says.
I'll let you know.
And she's gonna hand the phone back to Rain. She doesn't want it.
Rain's hesitant about it now. I don't want it either.
She's not gonna give you a choice. She's gonna shove it in your hands.
God damn it. I'm gonna put the phone in my jacket pocket.
No,
The
Terry's
inside.
gonna say,
jacket pocket.
give it to me.
I can
What are
still
you gonna
hear
do?
you, Rain.
He's gonna destroy it.
No, we need him to call us back.
You were supposed to destroy a burner after you use it.
Oh, now you know how to follow rules.
I know
Interesting.
how to be street smart.
Yeah, clearly, Terry. Clearly.
I may have gone a bit overboard and didn't know my own strength, but it's not like he didn't deserve it.
So what's the street smart protocol for when somebody gets ripped limb from limb?
I don't know. It's kind of a new thing. That one's new, but the burner phone, I know what I'm talking about.
Normally we fucking bolt because there's no way we can clean this up unless we have professionals.
They're on their way.
But we still have a witness.
Yeah.
Forget
that's-
about the witness.
Do you speak English? I'm gonna like look at her and ask her. Storyteller does the
She's staring at you, and she keeps glancing over at Terry.
Terry says, do you speak Russian?
I assume you said that in Russian.
Yeah.
Da.
well, at least
Terry
she hasn't
just-
heard anything we said.
Terry just shrugs at Rain. What do you want to know?
I don't know. I want to kill her too, just so there's no fucking witnesses. Not in personal.
So I don't know if this is going to work since she doesn't understand me, but because Alex doesn't speak Russian, he's going to try and cloud her memory, starting with the word forget, to see if maybe, since he was the one out on watch in the hallway, it's probably been more than a few minutes, but just in case we're able to get away with it, he's going to try and cloud her memory. And so if she's actively trying to resist, it's 6 dice against my intelligence and resolve, unless it's been too long. Or unless she can't understand me. I don't know how that affects it.
I want to say this is a mystical power, so being able to understand the language, it's much more about the, like, there's a whole body element to this, and a sort of connection at a subconscious level. So I don't think the understanding of the word forget matters.
Okay.
He turns
And
the
she's
corner
not-
and blue steals.
Do it.
Oh, the Zoolander, the blue steel maneuver.
And I'm gonna say you have a chance here. The way this is gonna work is she's not actively resisting, so I'm going to set a difficulty, and we'll just see how well you do.
All right.
So I'm going to say your difficulty for you is you need to roll your intelligence and resolve,
All right.
and add your dominate points. So I think that'll give you a total pool of 7.
7. Yeah.
All right, and you need 3 successes.
Come on, Terry. Not Terry. Alex. My bad.
Terry, don't fuck it up.
He
Don't look at him.
already did,
I already did.
but we love him anyways.
You might.
Honestly, Rain's gained a lot of respect for Terry in this. Nice.
Just barely.
So as you start to exert this presence you have, and basically you start drawing her attention, even though she wants to keep focusing on Terry. She sees you walk past him, and describe how you do this.
So I'd like to think Alex is looking at this as like the last chance of us being able to save her life. So he's going to like walk her out away from the visible bloodshed that has happened, so that if it does work, she doesn't just immediately spot it and be like, the fuck is this? So he's going to like walk her out into the kitchen or something like that and just start discussing with her, more or less to calm his own nerves, because he knows that she can't understand a word of what he's saying. And just very calm, soothing, small words. And he's just going to keep smirking at her and giving a very reassuring look as best as he can, because he knows that if we're able to cloud her memory, she might live through this. If she remembers what she just saw, we have to kill her. So he hopes that this works, and he's going to try and put that sort of mercy, I guess it would be, into this attempt.
Okay. So as you draw her into the kitchen, like, you can tell that what you're doing has a hold of her. You know, that sort of almost feral adoration that she had staring at Terry starts to dissolve a little bit. And as you continue having this sort of murmured conversation, and again, you've sort of taken her in a comforting, sort of half hug embrace as you escort her out of the room. You find you basically just pull the blanket off the bed as or not that one. You grab a towel, or you grab something to wrap her up in, and as you continue this, like, you start to sort of put her under as well. And you lay her down on the couch there in the living room, which doesn't look particularly comfortable, but she seems to be just sort of settling it, like the adrenaline, the hormones, and the I don't even know the right word.
It makes sense. Like, her body is still in shock, even
Yes.
if her mind isn't aware of it.
Exactly. And so you're able to get her to just lay down, and her that instinct for her body to try to go into recovery mode now that the apparent danger is gone is kicking in. And you feel like you've done it. Like you believe that she's not going to recognize any of you. She's not going to recall what happened. And you figure you've got 10 to 20 minutes before she, sort of calms enough that either she's going to just stay asleep and you guys can try to get out, or that she's going to wake back up and you're going to have to deal with a forgetful, unaware person, waking up in what you assume is their residence and seeing you around.
All right. And he's going to make some gestures to show her that he's leaving the room in case she's still semi-conscious or groggy. He's just going to point back to the bedroom and excuse himself and coming back to the party saying, all right, I think the witness has been dealt with. We've got a few more moments to finish things here, but I suggest that we make things fast.
Yeah, well, they're on their way, so I don't know where we want to bring her to, but just get her out of here.
Where are you going to take her? I mean, what do we actually do with her? Just drop her off at a hospital? At a police station? It's a viable idea. I'm not trying to be a dick this time, but we could drop her off at a police station. They could get a translator, figure out that she's not supposed to be here and she's been sex trafficked.
Does Terry know any nonprofit organizations? Just from being in politics and being a part of the community, for
oh yeah,
women
you would definitely
that can help
know of a
women?
couple of battered women shelters and sort of halfway houses that would take in someone like this.
We could also frame her.
How would a girl that big do this?
That's one of those mysteries that they got a perp, they're fine, they don't ask questions. Fucking the cops are as corrupt as we are.
Or they can't explain it and the Second Inquisition comes sniffing around. I say we just let her go. She's had enough awful things happen to her already. There's a halfway house that we could take her to.
I'm down.
Perfect. Take her there then. Out of sight, out of mind, right? It'll be perfect.
You want me to go?
No, you've done enough. You know where it is, though, actually, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and yes, take her. I'll wait here for the cleaners, and then that should be everything we need for the day. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, Alex, I guess we're taking her to the halfway house. Oh, I definitely think me going is a recipe for disaster.
The halfway house?
No, I just feel like it's going to trigger her memory for some reason.
Alex can take her? He's the one
I
that's been
don't
doing pretty
speak
good.
Russian.
Oh, yeah. Terry's the only one that can communicate with her.
It would make things a bit easier.
Does anyone have any clothes Terry could wear? Or put over all the blood that he has soaked in?
Homie, you look like if you ate me. You're huge. No, you can't fit in my clothes.
Is there like a linen closet or something?
We're
Yeah,
a toga.
there's definitely like a closet. Actually, there's multiple closets. There's a wardrobe. You could definitely look around, and you're quite a bit bigger than the guy is. But as you take a couple of minutes and look, you find some stretchy waisted exercise shorts and that kind of stuff that
Yeah, like he seriously, he was gonna take like a sheet and make a poncho out of it.
also you can find like an oversized hoodie.
There you
uh
go. That's
you know
that's what I need.
Oversized for him, a little snug for you.
Perfect. And then Terry and Alex will go hop in the Suburban, I guess, and take her.
Sounds good.
Because I doubt Blake's letting us take her
No, they're not taking my car.
car.
Don't even ask.
Rain would like to, while we're sitting here waiting for the cleaners to show up, light a cigarette and start rummaging, looking through maybe car keys, a wallet, just any jewelry.
As you start rummaging around looking for liftable objects, we're going to bounce back to Jay. So you got the distress call.
I did.
What are you doing about it?
First, camera video deletion is priority. So I'm gonna try to hack into local security CCTVs if I can, and try to cut feeds from where I'm at.
Okay. So, first, I'm going to say that since Blake went out of her way not to say where they went.
Oh, that's right. I
Welcome.
gotta find them first. Okay, I could track the phone first, and then I'll do the cameras. So phone first, then cameras, then call the cleaners.
Okay. So, going to get you to make me another skill check here, just to determine how long this takes you. Like
Gotcha.
your abilities will allow you to do what you're trying to do. It's just a matter of how much
How
effort
fast I
and
do
time
it.
it takes.
Okay. Five successes.
Okay.
Nice.
You actually pull this off pretty quickly. Basically, because you set it up as a burner phone, you knew that you might need to do some tracking on it. You didn't want to give it a GPS function, but you have the specific SIM card code that you're looking for to ping the cell towers around the city and get a triangulation on its location. And you can see that there are ping logs from the cell towers around the park, and then heading south through the neighborhood. It doesn't give you like an exact location, but knowing that that is roughly the location of where Jacques Monet was, you figure that must be what they've gone and done.
Gotcha. All right, so I'll pick a location that I think is where it stayed still for the longest amount of time, and that's where I'm going to send the cleaners.
Okay. And also, you have an address that you can track down. And again, with your technology and your technology dots and 5 successes on this check, you're pulling up the information you need quickly and quite efficiently. So, having made the leap that they probably were dealing with Jacques, you quickly pull his address information, and when you start reaching out to the Sunshine Cleaners, there actually is, there's a phone number to call. And on the other, I assume you're going to call them.
Oh yeah.
On the other end of the line, there's a good evening, Sunshine Cleaners. How may we help you?
Yes, I have a dinner reservation for one at insert location here for Blake.
Ah, yes. Let me connect you to our special services group.
Oh, thank you. I thought I had the wrong number.
And there's a couple of clicks, and another voice comes on the line. Sunshine Cleaners Special Services.
Are we secure?
You may make your request.
We have one high priority target that needs a cleanup ASAP. A mess has been made, and we don't want the Inquisition to find out.
Understood. At the address provided.
Correct. Should be one individual, right, that we need cleanup for?
Well, yeah, we didn't go into details.
One individual, possibly a big mess.
Understood. We will route the cleaning crew, and we will notify the appropriate officials.
Thank you kindly.
Any other services needed this evening?
Did anybody close the phone when they put it in their pocket?
Terry destroyed it.
No, I
No.
didn't. You guys
No,
wouldn't
Rain
let
has
me.
it.
Didn't? Okay, I was like, damn it, Terry.
You guys wouldn't let me.
Wait, that's a red flag, right? Them saying they'll let the proper
I
officials know.
know. I didn't want to interfere because, but I don't know. What do they mean by let the proper authority know?
In this situation, Blake, you know that, this service is available to members of the Camarilla, but it is effectively managed out of the prince's court. So when it gets called in, it has to be reported. There's been an issue, it will be handled, but that issue must be dealt with.
Yeah, they're not going to the police with this.
Well, no, but we were trying to keep it away from the Camarilla, right?
I mean, this guy's human. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, we're mostly
No.
concerned that we don't want it to go to the police.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So this is fine. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we were good with that.
Yeah, given Blake's history,
Yeah.
your only concern
broken
here is that
any-
it doesn't draw mortal attention. You can
We-
deal with
Sorry.
it drawing Camarilla attention. It just basically
we
means
have
you owe
not
someone a
broken
favor.
Any traditions.
Yeah, and we also want to prove that we're using the
Except for the damn
Camarilla's-
phone. That's
Well, we want to prove that we're using the Camarilla's services for protecting our turf for the name of the prince. So it kind of
Okay.
works out anyway.
This is good. Okay, my brain was like, wait. No, we're good. Okay.
I'm gonna say
Yeah, I'll say, Blake, that generally, and this will be something to keep in mind as we move along. Anytime you or the crew pull on Blake's access to things, that basically is like you turning in a favor that someone else can call back on later.
Those
Yeah,
are Maria resources.
I definitely figured that. These guys are using my resources.
yes, there is one more
Wait.
thing that I need from Sunshine Cleaners.
And what may that be?
An extraction of a human from a halfway house.
Do you have a description?
I will give as best a description as I've heard them describe over the phone before they shut off the call. Female, speaks Russian, might be a witness.
I'm afraid that's not enough for us to take action on. You may need to resolve that situation yourself.
Very well. Thank you anyway.
And the line goes dead.
I just send an emoji back to the phone with a thumbs up. And then I take out the SIM card and smash it in my phone.
All right. And
then get to work on the cameras.
Okay. So you're able to, given where you suspect they are, and New Amsterdam is not big on like street cameras, like centrally controlled street cameras. There's buildings may have security systems and things like that, but there's not like a citywide net of security cameras because that's not something that certain individuals would want to support.
And you said they were at the park? Is that where they went?
They had been at the park previously. Yes, that's where they met.
Oh, there's the blue dot. I see it. Gotcha.
So, the cleanup on the cameras is relatively straightforward. Basically, you're able, because this apartment building where Jacques has gone went upscale. Instead of having physical tapes, being logged in a security room, they started doing all of these things digitally. They've got a backup service that periodically archives and then purges data from their security systems. But you're able to get into that system and basically loop some prior empty hallway footage into the time codes where the party was making their way through the elevator and everything.
Perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do. And then I want to clone a copy of the previous footage, just for personal reasons.
He's blackmailing us?
I am very weak, and I need to have some protection.
And he blackmails everyone else. How did you think he gets so rich?
Yeah, so I'll store a local copy and then overwrite with the loop. Is what I'll do for my part of this heist.
Okay. So you successfully pull that off, and it only takes you about 45 minutes.
I'm back to GoldenEye on the N64. Woo!
And you make a note to yourself that you probably need to increase your allotment of SIM cards.
Yeah, I have to knock off another shop.
But we will now follow the thumbs up emoji as it travels through the cell towers and ends up in Rain's pocket.
I pull out the phone. What the fuck does this mean? I point the phone at Blake. He's got a little yellow hand. Looks like a thumbs up.
She's just gonna take it, look at it, and then hand it to Terry.
Terry's already
Terry's
gone.
Oh, he already left. He needs someone to smash it now. Now we can smash it. She'll hand it back to Rain. Be like, you can break it now. We just need the confirmation.
Okay, I'll just roll it into a ball with my cool vampire strength. Crush.
Yeah, that is not a problem for you. You take this, flip phone and just very easily snap it backwards and then crush the two pieces together, and you end up with a, broken in half wafer board and a whole lot of crunch plastic.
It's got one of those Samsung batteries that explodes too, right? To burn the rest of the evidence.
Yeah. Like Inspector Gadget.
So you two are still here with a very very dead Jacques Monet.
Going through it. Oh, I'm going through a shit.
So what you find is, while he has a very nice apartment, it looks as though he's primarily spent his money on showing off. So you find a couple of like fancy watches and some nice clothes you think would fit you if you wanted them. But there's not really much in the way of like cash or anything like that.
What about car keys?
You
Does
do
he
find a
drive
set
a
of car
car?
keys.
Ooh, what does it got a the make on the key tag?
Uh, there is a symbol on the key fob, but you don't recognize it.
Oh yeah, Rain's been in jail.
What's the symbol? I'm gonna hand the keys to Blake.
And Blake, it looks like a very stylized and very spiky F, and you recognize it as a Fesla.
We can't have those though, right?
Could sell it.
Yeah. I'm just Blake isn't worried about money or anything. Okay, like it's trash. This
Must
is
be
trash.
nice.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
She's doing great. Okay.
Yep, Blake, you recognize that if you were to take this car, like you could drive it and everything, but it's got like every bit of
Oh,
GPS navigation, like Bluetooth, wireless connectivity. It's got like everything.
it's better to just not touch it. I mean, I guess we have to figure out something to do with it, but the cleaners usually take care of everything. Right? Sounds like a cleaner job.
Yeah, basically they're gonna make it look like he just disappeared, like he left town. You're confident that they will make this go in a way that people wonder where he went, and that's about the extent of it.
Hey, shut the Fesla up.
I guess we'll leave the keys.
But there might be like a really nice piece of art or something around here that's probably more worth taking. Just saying, it's just an actual beautiful thing instead of just useless keys.
You believe you could arrange that with the cleaners?
Oh, good. Thank God. We are gonna put something nice in the bodega. Let me tell you. Whew.
But Terry's already there.
Well, not all the time.
That's
Yeah,
right.
now Terry's a murderous psychopath, so we need something new.
Yeah, he got better.
He got better.
Beautiful, murderous psychopath.
He's beautiful,
That's
but
just your pheromones.
we can
And with
still
that,
get with him for a minute.
we cut scene to Terry and Alex driving with a still mostly out of it young girl in the Suburban.
Turn right here.
So what's the plan on the story for dropping her off? Like, do we just leave her in the alley out back?
How out of it is she?
I mean, the longer we take, the more into it she's getting.
Well, could we just say that it was drugs and we found her?
Sure, I'm good with that.
Or, I mean, honestly, they don't ask a lot of questions at these kinds of places.
And about that time, you reach the shelter, and it's not much of a building, and they seem to have gone out of their way not to really advertise what it is because it is intended to, be a place of refuge for women in very bad situations. So they try not to make it obvious where that is.
Terry will help the girl out of the truck, and he'll say to her in Russian, "This is a safe place," and then just take her inside, and just kind of Terry's gonna knock on the door and just leave her kind of standing there, and then leave with Alex.
And as we're leaving, Alex is going to look to her and he's going to try and compel her to stay here, to issue a single action command to a victim no longer than a short sentence. They'll obey the command unless it's directly harmful to them, unless they're actively trying to resist. So, like, just so that she doesn't scatter as soon as she's out of our sight, just telling her to stay here.
Okay. And as you say that, the door opens, and a middle-aged woman steps out and sees the girl there and sees the two of you, on the sidewalk. And she sort of double takes and says, "Terry? Is that you?" And Terry is, if you look back, well, I guess, do you look back?
Yeah, no, Terry's gonna use the blush of life. I think I have to roll for that now, right? Do we
Yep,
have to roll
it's
for
a rouse
that?
check.
But with advantage, right?
Basically, yeah.
Nope. Definitely hungry.
Okay. I mean, but you make yourself
That's
more
accurate.
presentable.
Yeah, it's still. It's accurate. I feel like it's accurate that I failed that check. That was it's good. Like in Terry's current state, I'm sure it was hard to make himself do that.
Just make sure you only give yourself one hunger, not two.
Yeah, I fixed it. Yeah, because I have 3 dots in influence, so I feel like Terry's still gonna be able to use some connections from his past life, I feel like, occasionally. Uh
So as
he's
you
just
turn around,
he's just gonna turn around, and he's just gonna put like a finger up to his lips, and like just like a shh, and then he's just gonna shake his head, and then he's gonna put up the hood, and then he's gonna walk away.
all right, and so when you look back, you see this woman and you recognize her as Lorena, someone that she's been working at this place for a number of years now and has actually been, I won't say a friend, but someone that you felt you could trust to help out people, like the people you would steer here. There'd be times you would tell them specifically to go find her.
Mm-hmm.
And, she sees that you're trying to, do this quietly, but she's like, I mean, Terry, what's going on?
He's not gonna turn around. He's just gonna walk away with Alex, get in the car, and drive away.
Okay.
As we're starting to step away, Alex is going to just whisper over to Terry, "Is this going to be an issue? Do we need to deal with this? Does she need to forget?"
If she can forget that she saw me, that'd be great.
So Alex is going to turn around as we're starting to step away. Sorry about that. I think you might have my friend mistaken for somebody else. So forget the trouble that we might have caused you. And he's going to try and cloud their memory.
Yeah, and this time you
Forget
catch
who
her.
dropped this girl off.
Yeah, you catch her completely unawares, and as you say the word "forget," you can see her eyes sort of glaze over.
Then we'll head back to the Suburban.
And you see both of them as you start to pull away, just sort of standing there, and the lady sort of rouses herself a little bit and looks down. It's like almost surprised there's someone standing in front of her. But you see her like start to usher the girl inside.
Perfect. Mischief managed.
And about the time
While they're driving, Terry's gonna turn to Alex. Have you run into anyone that you knew when you were alive?
I mean, nobody that I let remember it.
So you just do that trick anytime it happens?
Anytime I think it'll be an issue, I'd like to leave my options open, and a fresh blank slate is the easiest way to do that.
Everyone thinks I'm dead, but I'm assuming.
Sometimes dead's better.
Yeah, I stand out though, you know. Guess I'm just gonna have to be faster and do a better job of not being seen. I don't know what happened up there, Alex.
Yeah, I'd really love to know what happened to the plan that you were very adamant about. Going
Well-
in, it sure sounded like you wanted to try and get through this as clean and quickly as possible.
Well,
Definitely not what I walked in on.
I thought that, and then as I was holding his head and I saw the girl when the beast just came over me, and I just had to destroy everything that he was.
So it's just you and me here, nobody else around, nobody listening. Can I ask, how did it feel?
It felt incredible. I
Right.
am so strong, and it's not like he didn't deserve it. Ugh. But just to let it flow and just completely take over was, I felt invincible.
It's an incredibly intoxicating feeling to just give in to all of that power. It's just been dammed up there, just waiting for the smallest crack to break free.
It's,
I can tell you this, every time you dip into that, it's going to be a bit harder to step back from it.
I felt
Absolutely justified in what you did, and honestly, I'm glad that it went down the way that it did. He's a piece of shit and absolutely deserved what came to him.
guess it just kind of reinforces what we are now. We're monsters.
We're in forces of the Camarilla for now.
I'm hungry.
I'm all good.
I'll be fine. Let's go back to the bodega.
Be back with everyone there.
I think so.
So as you turn the Suburban to head back to the bodega, Blake, you hear a polite knock on the door.
She's gonna look over to Rain for a second, and then look at the door, and walk over to it and look through the peephole.
And you see a very cheerful-looking lady of maybe 25, has a darker complexion, and she's wearing a kind of a vest that says Sunnyside Cleaning or Sunshine Cleaning.
And Blake will open the door just a crack. I want to make sure, like, I mean, I assume it's right, but can never be too safe. Yes, hello.
Yes. I believe this was the request for the Special Services Group from Sunshine Cleaning. I assume you are Miss Blake?
You assume correctly, yes. You're the only one?
No, I came to make sure that we had the right location. The rest of the team will be up in a few moments.
Perfect. It's a pleasure to see you. I apologize for the mess.
Yes, speaking of, can I see?
Yeah, she'll let this stranger in. She'll leave her to the disaster.
She walks in, and as she walks past you, you look, and you see that there's just the hint of a tattoo showing above the collar of her outfit, and you recognize it as that sort of Ankh-like design that is the symbol of the Camarilla.
Which is a good thing. Yes?
You would
the symbol of
expect.
the Inquisition.
Okay. Where it's not being okay. I get those names mixed up. Okay, Camry is good. Inquisition's bad.
Right.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, she feels a little bit more at ease letting this person in now.
And as the lady walks in and you close the door behind her, her demeanor changes a little bit. I mean, she still is polite. She goes, "Can you give me the rundown of the details and what will need to be cleaned?"
And Blake will explain the bedroom situation, and then she's going to point out a couple lovely sculptures and artworks that she would like moved, along with the fessela that needs to be relocated. Just kind of explain, like, this guy needs to look like he's no longer here anymore. The biggest mess is in the bedroom. You can assess the damage yourself. There are a couple items that I think would be better moved elsewhere, along with the vehicle.
Of course. I think that should not present any problems. The one outstanding item, is there any information that you wish to be left behind or disseminated to suggest the potential whereabouts of the individual or the parties perhaps most interested in seeing this individual leave?
Well, gang, where do we want him to go? Can we have, just disappear without a note, or like...
Have them go where all people who want to be lost go. Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Well, that just doesn't seem on par with who he is as a person.
It's a place to get away. It's the exact opposite of what this is. Had a mental break, ran away, went to the southwest, desert.
I just don't know how believable that is. People of our stature don't run away to deserts like Albuquerque. Maybe we just leave it a mystery. Maybe it's just best to wonder. Leave people wondering.
Of course. So that would be one deep clean for the home and the travel package, and with no distinct destination. Understood.
Yes. Efficient as always. I appreciate your services.
Of course, it is never a problem. Mr. Sphinx does give his regards and does hope that you'll come by and visit him.
Oh, it would be my pleasure.
And with that, she, goes to like a cell phone that she has and calls down, says, "Yes, send up the cleaning equipment. I believe a team of 3 is what we'll need, and we'll also need a luggage rack and a couple of suitcases. Thank you."
And then Blake is gonna nod, and she's gonna look over to Rain and be like, "Shall we?"
I'm good. Let's go.
Yeah, and we'll just leave it to the cleaning crew, and we'll vacate the premises.
Thought he was saying, "I'm good. Like I want to watch this."
I mean, unless you wanna. Yeah, I'll just double take. You're good. Like she's gonna point to the door, and then point to the cleaning crew, and then point to the door again, and.
Yeah, no, I'm good to go with you.
Oh, okay, yes, okay, well. She'll just nod again and leave this nightmare behind.
All
What
right.
a movie.
What was that?
Sorry, just a bad quote from Bob's Burgers that I keep saying.
So you leave the cleaning crew to do what they do best, and the last comment that the lady made is definitely ringing in your ears, because as much as you knew that you needed these services,
Sphinx is calling on a favor.
you really don't like owing Sphinx a favor.
No, I don't. This is fine. I don't like owing anyone favors. I don't even know who Sphinx is. Really cool name, though. Really cool
You've
name.
met him like twice now.
Have we? I know Sphinx. Okay.
Sphinx.
It's a cool name, okay? I like the name.
It is a cool name.
I think he's part of the ugly clan, so it's no
Yeah.
wonder that Blake doesn't like
that's-
him.
That's what she.
That's the extra little spicy
This
dig
is an
of,
Nosferatu,
damn
right?
it. Yeah. He's the one that was
Charlie.
running the bar and was helping you guys on your first night.
It's a good dude.
Wow.
He's also, Blake would know that the Nosferatu sort of specialize in being the spies of the vampire world. So they're the ones who like to have the most information. And usually if Sphinx wants something from you, he wants information or wants you to get information for him.
Oh, his name is very apt. I like that.
Don't have me roll an intimidation check. That's all I'm going to say.
So you guys hop in Blake's car, and I assume you're heading back to the bodega as well?
Yeah. Because, Blake's not meeting with Sphinx tonight. She's not dealing with that right now. She has to mentally prepare. Terry has to go with her. At least then she'll have something to look at. But, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to say it's about 3 o'clock in the morning when everyone gathers back to the bodega. Everyone having run their slightly different errands.
We're taking your Mustang back, right?
Yes,
Yes, sorry.
I'm gonna light a cigarette in your Mustang on the way.
Oh, you will not. No.
That's cool. It's cool. I'll roll down the window.
No. Oh no, she'll like slam on her brakes and she will kick you out.
All right. I'll throw the cigarette out the window.
Ooh. I'm dealing with children. I can't believe this is where I'm stuck at. All of you guys, every single one of you. The phone, the body, the. Oh. That's a very not good smell. This car. You respect the people's space, okay? Look, you're lucky. You're in a decent suit right now.
Well, it was decent. I got blood all over it. By the way, will Tide get this out? Like, I just put this in the washing machine, right? There's a laundromat down the road.
I'm gonna turn up the music.
All right, so everyone gathers back at the bodega. Again, it's about 3 a.m., so a few hours before sunrise.
Jay did a little research of local businesses that potentially could be bought out.
So what sort of...
It's kind of homey to the small business. We got the bodega, so maybe a small cell phone shop, perhaps like an old army surplus store at some point. Just kind of seeing
We need to
what's
get a dry cleaners. I can't handle
perhaps
this.
a dry cleaners to launder some money. So he's looking at diversifying his investments.
Okay. I will say we still need to establish clearly how you went from having no money to being filthy
Ultra-rich.
rich.
The dark
That-
web, baby.
That's what I'm doing. I'm building it up. I'm taking a little bit of money and making it grow.
Yeah, so you may be
Bitcoin.
you may be
Yeah,
working
Bitcoin.
up to earning all those resource dots. So just outright buying a handful of businesses in the city is probably not in the cards right just yet.
No, but he's looking at like where the market's going and where people are foreclosing or forfeiting on their loans and stuff, and seeing if there's cheaper options that he can use as investments to grow his money further.
Sure. And I'll say that you found a few locations you think have some potential. Not sure exactly how you plan, or you're not yet sure how you want to try to leverage that, but you're building up a list of ideas.
And also it would be, if he does get to the point where he gets other locations under his control, then those could be locations for us in the city if we have to make a quick getaway, if it's getting close to dawn or something, that we have a safe house on different sections of our turf, so that way we can dip out real quick.
Sure. So is there anything else anyone wants to do this evening? Any conversations y'all feel like you need to have?
I don't know what you're talking about.
As for driving in the Mustang, I would like to talk to Blake a little bit.
What you got?
So I'm just gonna reach over and turn down the music. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of curious about you. You showed up fucking in our door, fucking helping us out like some goddamn undead Mary Poppins. I don't know anything about you. How long have you been like this?
Longer than you.
Well, that's obvious. I'm like 2 weeks.
I don't. What did we decide, storyteller? I feel like it's been a couple years, but
10,000
We didn't.
years.
You have to decide it. It has been at least a few years.
I was like, I feel like I'm pretty in it. So yeah, well, we'll say it's been a.
I mean, it could have been anywhere from 5 years to 20 years. It's up to you.
She could be an ancient vampire who's been doing this for
2
600
weeks and
years.
1 day.
That's going too far.
Well, you tried.
But he doesn't know that.
Is she
doesn't know
Cain or
Also
Abel?
a dumb dog.
Are you gonna lie to Rain right now?
that. No, I've been around for a couple years now.
That shit with the sheriff killing those people without even really even talking to him, is that normal in the Camarilla?
I mean, it's not unnormal. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time it's happened. It doesn't happen often, but that's because we're usually really good at keeping things in check. When things get out of hand, it is what it is. But when things get out of hand, you've got to deal with it. You can't let everything just roam around free and willy-nilly, because things would get really, really out of hand and this place would be crawling, and then God knows what would happen. So there are certain instances where extreme measures are necessary.
Well, how did you get stuck with us? Like, are we a punishment or something?
This is what I'm good at.
Helping out
Unfortunately,
fledgling vampires?
I have to. You guys need to learn the ropes, and I don't tolerate bullshit. I mean, they could have sent someone else, and then God knows how many people Terry would have ripped apart by now. No.
Jay is having a
It cranks
conversation
up the
with
music
Bishop.
for a second.
You know what I love the most about this? It's forcing Amanda to fill out her backstory.
I know! I'm creating it right now as we speak.
Like, Amanda,
Hope you're
why
writing it
did you
down.
get assigned this task?
Yeah, Amanda. Why are you
Excellent
here?
questions, guys. Look, I find this is my first week of having a real job, so I can flesh out backstories now. It's time. You guys caught me.
I'm so sorry. I missed that.
Yeah, you're
I
good.
I asked you about the fledgling vampire, and then my headset just died.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's
You'll
perfect.
have to check the VOD.
Just
Oh my god.
Blake doesn't repeat herself, okay?
Rain sticks his head out the window. His tongue's out for just a couple of seconds. Then he comes back in and says, "What do you say?"
Well, unfortunately, this is what I'm good at. They could have sent anyone else, but bottom line is I don't tolerate bullshit, and I'm not going to let you guys get away with bullshit, and I'm going to set you guys straight faster than anyone else can. So I'm going to put you in the right direction, and then I can leave. It's more of a prize I'm looking forward to leaving, but I can't do that until I know you guys aren't going to go and do stupid things. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go see the sheriff and murder more people. It's tedious. I'd rather just not have to deal with the mess. And it's just easier to keep things clean from the beginning than have to come and clean up after you guys, as you see. And she can point behind them, like the direction they were just driving from. Perfect example. What were you guys supposed to do if I wasn't there? You guys don't have resources. You don't know who to lean on. I have to teach you guys the ways of the world so you guys can lead into our culture a little bit better.
Okay.
But yes, it's definitely a punishment also. Not because I did anything, but because this is just torturous. You guys are very messy when you start. I haven't met a single one of you that just is. I mean, Terry's beautiful, but still, did you see his clothes just a week ago? What's wrong with you guys?
Yeah, but we got that drip now.
We
Yeah,
do look
now
good.
it's covered in blood. I'm gonna have to go shopping again.
My street clothes never got. Oh wait, no, they did get blood on them. That's
Those are gone, by the way.
I thought Blake
Wait.
burned those.
Wait, you burnt my old outfit?
It's gone. It did not. No, we don't need to talk about it.
Now I gotta go to Goodwill to get another homeless-looking guy
You just
outfit.
like as you say that, you just see like her knuckles turn white as she grabs her steering wheel tighter.
She just take like a deep breath in.
You guys don't need to worry about I will take care of the wardrobe. Okay, like you guys have enough to focus on. Don't worry about trying to get dressed because that's just too much for you guys to handle right now. Clearly.
You can't even dress yourselves.
Jay is sitting there with his feet propped up on a table in slippers and like a black silk kimono because he's got nothing else to wear, and he's just sitting there chilling.
It's a really nice silk kimono.
It's Blake's.
Oh God!
It's Blake's silk kimono and slippers. Oh no!
I know you're I know you're upset about the outfit, but I think you just passed the bodega.
I'm sorry. What was that?
I think you just passed the bodega. You need to turn around.
Okay. Sorry, I was thinking of what you could possibly pick up at Goodwill, and it was.
There's a lot of good stuff at Goodwill. They got jeans for like $5.
What, last year's fashion? You call that good?
I mean,
You,
those
it
clothes are
wasn't-
older than last year.
You weren't supposed to answer. It wasn't. I didn't need an answer. And she's gonna try and loop back around and get to her parking spot in the garage.
As they get close, Jay uses his premonition and is like, "Oh shit, Blake's coming back," and changes out of her shit and get back into his stuff.
Hey Jay, we're back.
Oh, hi. Everything go all right?
No, more or less.
Jay pats a seat. Sit down. Tell me about it.
Well, I mean, meeting up with Fox went fine. Then we went over to Jacques Monet's house and things got a little less fine.
A little less conversation with Jacques.
Little more primal.
Well, I kind of lost control, let the beast take over for a bit, and I may have crushed his head.
Jay reaches out across the table. You see his eyes are slightly crazy. He says, "That is a wonderful job, Terry."
And then I
Very
ripped his
good.
arms off, and then I ripped his legs off. And then I threw
That's
him
exactly
across
what
the
you-
room into
That's
a
what
mirror.
you should do. You're in charge.
I mean, it did feel kind of good.
Pats him on the back, sits back down. Oh, I'm so sorry. It must be traumatizing for you.
Man, I don't know. It's weird having to come to terms with all this. Does it even matter? Was it wrong? Is there a right? anymore.
You can make it
What
matter.
are we?
What matters is our survival at the moment, if I'm not mistaken. The current laws of what is right and wrong, they don't apply to us. We have to survive, and you did an action that allowed us to survive. Something on our turf, and if it wasn't taken care of, we would be destroyed. So, you were in the right.
Guess I just, when I was a human, I knew who I was. I had knowledge of self, but like now I just don't know who I am.
It's like the floor's falling away from underneath you, and you've come to find out that there's something much larger living beneath the whole time.
You find out you have wings and you can navigate in the darkness. It's okay. Terry, you are Terry. You're our friend, and
Except
you
I'm
protected
not
us.
Terry anymore. I saw Lorraine tonight, and I couldn't just be Terry.
Who's Lorraine?
It's somebody from my human life. But don't worry, Alex took care of it. But it was just strange. For the last few weeks, I've been so caught up in all this, I didn't think about how me being gone is affecting them.
It does. It affects them immensely. Got a lot of people close to me that it's affected. But I found a way to work around it, and they're still part of my life.
Isn't that against the rules?
Jay just looks around at all the technology.
Yeah, you're right.
It is. But I'm kind of making my own rules in this as well. So, fuck them.
Yeah, you're right.
We, here in this bodega, and when the others come, have to survive. We have to look out for ourselves at the end of the day. And we're doing it. That's all we can do.
Fuck. Well, what's next?
I think we need access to more funds. I think we need to expand our reach. We need people, and we need resources. I think we have to start taking the offensive in our area that we are designated to protect.
What have you got in mind?
I think we want to take out the Russians first. They have a strong foothold in our territory.
I mean, what sorts of businesses are you investing in? What sorts of resources you think is going to help us with that?
First, I started looking at real estate. There are a couple of businesses that are going close to going into foreclosure, and there's a couple of other businesses that are already in foreclosure and are up for sale. So once we have the funds available to us, we can have multiple safe houses, not just the one bodega, which will allow us to have multiple hubs to work out of, which will expand our reach, as well as perhaps if there aren't any popular locations that aren't already controlled by someone in the Camarilla, like the Black Cat, and other key locations where there are a vast majority of people coming in and out, where we can use them as feeding sources or as revenue sources. We can try to work our way in and acquire those businesses, so that way we can start funneling money into our operations, which is going to require, quite frankly, Terry and you, Alex, you and Blake, once she gets here, you three have very good abilities of talking to people and trying to dig your talons, as it were, into their hearts and try to wiggle our way into their structure so that way we can take it from the inside. Rain is already trying to do that with the Russians, and I think that's the way we have to do this.
Much less gifted in subterfuge, like you're trying to put it, but I can get you access to a few offshore accounts that I had access to. Oh, good night. A few offshore accounts I had access to while I was an intern. Left a few backdoor protocols in place just in case. But so long as the funds are reimbursed, so long before anybody could notice them missing.
I've started setting up a number of meetings with Monica's contacts to try to reestablish some of the connections that she had. I met with, I have a meeting with Brenda Bogman. Who was it?
Yes,
Who was
you
I
do.
meeting up with?
Yeah, you were going to meet with Brenda.
Yeah,
And we set it up for like a few nights from now.
right. So I'm gonna start. And to your point, Jay, it might be better. Maybe it would be better if Terry wasn't dead.
Like a public figure, perhaps?
Is there anything, as long as I don't expose the Camarilla, there's nothing wrong with interacting with mortals like that, right?
Correct.
You would only
It
be
is-
technically missing for a couple of weeks, right?
Right, exactly.
It is generally frowned upon to have too much contact with with people from your old life, because they're definitely going to notice a change in you.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of that can be it can be managed. You definitely can't, tell anyone like what you are.
No.
Terry, it might be best to use your exuberant personality to influence someone else that you want to be the face. You be slightly in the shadows behind them, controlling them like a marionette.
I'm still gonna have to talk to people.
You're
To
very
set
good at
things
talking
up.
to people. You just have
Oh.
nighttime meetings in clandestine locations. That's
Well,
very political.
No, I mean, I know people. I know mortals from my human life that I have connections with. So there's advantages to Terry not being dead.
We can explore every one of these avenues. I think they can all be very useful to us. I just think that for you, I think for us, all of us, that it might be best if we try to work as second or third party as much as possible when dealing with these people that are going to be going out into the light of day and doing the most of the grunt work. That's not our jobs. Our job is not be grunts. It's to be the overseers.
No, but I'm still going to need to meet with, people like Brenda Bogman or like, Seamus Dinnigan or
The Irish Hammer. Yes.
yes, or
I agree. You got to meet them.
Lou Freebush
We have to meet them, and we either
or Jennifer Sweeney.
bring them in or crush them into the dirt, and then let them do the work, and we pull the strings from the shadows.
Yeah, we still have to talk to them.
Yeah, go talk. No, I'm saying go talk to them, but let them do the work. You influence them. You're really good at it.
That's what I'm talking. What are you talking about?
We're on the same page. I'm just saying you have to manipulate every person in here because we can't do it ourselves.
No, I know.
Okay, we're on the same page. Go team.
Okay.
Oh, I think Blake is showing up.
Maybe
I
at
think-
least Rain.
Perhaps Rain.
Is Alex around?
He was sitting at the table with us.
Rain's gonna walk in the door. I don't know what she's doing. She's messing with her car or something. I think she's really pissed off. She's just sitting there gripping the steering wheel. I heard the steering wheel crack.
I better go get changed before she comes in.
Yeah, she's pretty pissed off.
What did you do, Rain?
Well, it's not what I didn't. I didn't do a damn thing except maybe lit a cigarette in her car. But
Was that all?
Why? You can't even. The nicotine doesn't affect you anymore.
I just like it, and you look cool.
That
Like
smell's
John
gonna be in
Wayne.
your car forever. No
Yeah, I
wonder
think.
you pissed her off.
Well, I didn't piss her off. He pissed her off as he points through the doorway Terry went through.
That's been dealt with.
She's still mad. We gotta go do a favor for Sphinx, and apparently she doesn't like that guy because she keeps muttering he's
I
ugly.
never agreed to that.
I don't
think
think
that
we
was
get a
on
say
her.
in this one, homie.
That was on her own volition.
What did you get me into?
Me? I didn't. I'm not the one who broke the fucking dude.
You were there with
I'm
her.
just dispatch. I don't know what's going on.
You went into the apartment with him.
Yeah, and I went to cover
Did
the
you
girls.
say something to Terry before he walked into the bedroom?
No, Terry saw the girl and lost his fucking cool. That
Did
was
you say
it.
something about the girl?
I didn't say shit about the girl. I didn't acknowledge the girl until after the dude was dead.
All right. Sounds like it wasn't Rain after all.
Fuck you guys.
No, it's okay, Rain. It's okay. Everything's fine. I'm sure you didn't do anything wrong.
Well,
By the way, I think we're going to
he's done
kill the
plenty
Russians
wrong.
at some point.
Oh, no shit. If I just send Terry at him.
That's what I was.
Stop. Das Vidania.
I don't speak your Russian.
Is that going to be an issue for your friend back at McNally's?
As long as the drugs are still supplied, he doesn't care who they're supplied by.
Man of very well-established moral values.
Morals only get you so far in life.
You're not wrong about that.
How long before you get out from underneath the boot of that employer of yours, Rain?
Not under his fucking boots. It just. I don't know. It's. My dad was a piece of shit. And we always met him, and he just. I always thought, like. I guess I always looked up to him. I want to be like him. I don't want to just fucking kill him. I don't want to just fuck him over. But I want what he has, and I want more.
Do you care about him, or do you care about your legacy, Rain?
What is it you want? Is it the money that he has? The power he's got? The influence?
The power. Just fucking. just sitting there, seeing this like soft old man sitting in a room of 20 guys who could just rip him 6 ways to fucking Sunday, and all of them quake at his word. Just that. It's kind of like the sheriff.
I think you should be a lot more scared of the sheriff.
Yeah, well, I can't take over the sheriff's territory.
Do me a favor and don't try. So long as I'm around.
And honestly, guys, I'm a little scared of that sheriff. I don't want to fuck this up just to get killed by the fucking dudes we're working for. I've seen a lot of guys go out that way.
Then we better not fuck it up.
Don't let your guard down around him.
Also worried Blake might throw us under the bus just to save her ass.
No, that'll definitely happen. If it comes down to it. So we
Oh.
better make it so it doesn't come down to it.
It's not going to happen for me. That's for sure.
Yeah, like, because if they're not going to find out about all this.
No, I had nothing to do with it.
I mean, tonight is fine. He's just a human after all. Oh, that
Yes,
sounds
exactly.
weird to say.
We're protecting our turf. Human doing things that we don't want them to do. That's kind of what we're supposed to be accomplishing here.
It should be all right in the eyes of the Camarilla. Like
This
they
doesn't
said,
feel weird to anyone else just being okay with murder. Why don't I feel bad?
Nope.
What?
Feels
you've
I don't
already
know.
done it.
Why
Is
do you
there
feel
anything you
bad?
can do to change that fact?
I mean, I don't feel like I should feel bad, right?
Is there any purpose in wallowing in it?
No.
We are cursed, Terry. We're not coming back from the darkness that has been set upon us. So we might as well embrace it and use it for everything we can.
Harry, I know you're a lot better guy than I am, but that piece of shit fucking deserved it, and you know it. Don't feel bad.
It's just the old me would have been disgusted by that.
Old
What
you
it's
sounds like a
worth,
pussy.
The old you might be responsible for pulling you back faster than I've seen most come back from that state. Don't lose touch with that. Not completely, anyways. Sometimes it's good to keep an anchor in case you ever need to pull your way back.
Jay passes out a couple glasses of water. I guess that's what vampires drink if we don't have a stock of blood. Hey,
So you don't have to drink at all.
well, okay, a couple of empty glasses for raising a toast because it feels right. One more piece of shit off of our territory. It's the way I look at it. Congratulations, team.
Clink, clink.
Cheers.
Too bad Blake is in our car to participate. But I think we'll handle it nonetheless.
Are the glasses even clean enough for her to drink out of?
Nope.
He's got. Terry will drink it.
To the New Fang Club.
New Fang Clan.
New Fang Clan.
New
my
Fang
bad.
Clan ain't nothing to fuck with!
Exactly, Terry. Exactly.
Terry's gonna put on some Wu-Tang Clan.
I got a new stereo connected while you guys were out doing. Come listen. It's got 1,000 watts in the subwoofer.
While everything's going on, I'm gonna step in the back. Notice like, oh, play through a GoldenEye and completely ruin his speed run.
Oh, you bitch!
Not
Save
even
over his
realizing it.
save files.
You ran out of all my ammo.
He
And
comes
another-
in and we're playing video games and listening to rap.
So, Blake, after you've spent about 20 minutes trying to get your car not to have that lingering odor of
Get the blood off the chair.
the
Children.
blood she's fine with is the cigarettes.
It's the cigarettes mostly. Yeah. I know how to get blood out. You can't get the smell of cigarettes out.
But you come in and the boys are just sitting around having a nice little chat.
We were just about to start discussing our plans for going forward with the Russians.
We're about to start discussing them, or we already have a plan.
Well, we still gotta find out about Victor.
Merely that Ray needs to quit being a bitch and stand up and take over the operation.
We know
How
that
about-
Victor has his apartment on Juniper Avenue, which I believe is one of these Russian dots.
The Russian dots? Is that what we're calling them now?
Yeah, that's what those red dots are.
Oh, are they?
Yep, that's
The Russian
locations of
dots. Okay, I
suspected
like it.
Those
Russian
are the
activity.
Russian dots.
I'll put that in my notes.
Red Russian dots. Don't forget it.
Yes, comrades.
We need to figure out who's supplying the Russians, where they're buying their drugs from.
Well,
Probably
if the
bringing
color
them
coding
in.
means anything, it's probably St. Christopher Academy.
I'd imagine they're smuggling them in from offshore.
I know. I want to get another contact. Is that something we could look into? Hey, nerd. Is that something you can look into?
Yeah.
That'd be really hard to do.
It's not that hard.
You want contacts? I got 3 for you. He's going to point to the 3 red dots on the map.
Actually, storyteller, if I can I see who owns those locations and chase back the corporations or shelf companies and see if I can chase the money down to where they come from?
$5 on Monterey Group.
You can certainly attempt to.
Oh, I would like to if I can.
Oh, he hit you with the old school. You can certainly attempt to.
And you know what? Jay is gonna fucking do it. What do you need, storyteller, to chase the money?
What
Show
skill
me
combination do you think is going to allow you to do that?
Investigation and intelligence.
I like it.
Go for it.
Five of 2.
Okay. Tonight's your night, apparently.
I've had a lot of energy drinks that I'm going to throw up later.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Or wait, I can eat things. I've had a lot of nicotine gum that I stole from a local 7-Eleven, and I'm ready to go.
So, as you start looking into this, the locations that you've found are held in a couple of different names. But as you dig, you're able to find that ultimately all 3 of those buildings are owned in the same portfolio, if you will. And that portfolio is registered to a Mark Dervin LLC.
I have a LLC that owns those. Might take me a little bit longer to chase down who owns that particular company.
But you do not, knowing that you've had some connections with the Monterey Group, you don't see any of those same organizations that you've been able to track back to the Monterey Group here.
Well, it is not the Monterey Group, but somebody else is also buying real estate in our area.
Actually, there have been no recent transactions on these.
They've had these for a while in our area. Seems like their claws are deep in our turf.
What was that fucking name? Who's that dude?
Mark Dervin.
Does that ring a
LLC.
bell for anybody?
Can I make a check of
Is there
some
a
kind?
finance check? I don't know. What is that?
I'll save you guys a check. None of you recognize the name.
Like a shell company or something? It's like a... I have no idea.
Any relation to John Doe?
Might as well be. It seems like this person doesn't exist.
Yeah, and you do the equivalent of the Google search, and like there's no web page, there's no sales, anything. It's like this name is on some records and is ultimately the owner of a couple of different entities that have purchased these properties, but that seems to be the only place it exists.
Very interesting. They're using very old tactics to secure, it looks like, locations all over the city. I think it very well could be a false company that is used to fund or using funding from illicit sources to procure U.S. Assets. So, if that is the case, then maybe we can finagle it that this LLC wants to sell. Maybe I can come up with something for that. Maybe we can force them into a sale or something, and we can take over those locations.
We do both. Kill them and then buy it financially.
Yeah, we would have to set up a dummy corporation, but I think that's something we can do.
We can ask around at these locations if they know of any other real estate investors that have heard about or are the whereabouts of one Victor.
Let's check out this one first.
The one on Juniper sounds fine to me.
And as you guys
Just a quick question before we, start to go. Just to be sure, we're not going to be smashing anyone's heads in this time, right?
Look, I'm sorry. It was an accident. I just kind of lost control.
I'm aware.
Sometimes
I just
people
want to
think
make
that
sure,
it's
because if I need to pull more favors, you guys are going to have to start helping me with that.
Yeah, so what's this you dragged us into with about Sphinx?
I don't know yet. That's the fun part. Because when you start pulling favors for the people, sometimes you don't really get to decide what favors you get. You know, they're just like, hey, I did one for you, now you do one for me. And that's just how it works. You don't get to pick and choose.
Perhaps, Blake, if it does come to a similar situation as the Monet situation, we can handle it ourselves and try to place the blame on somebody else, fabricate a situation elsewhere.
Well,
Double
I know.
bodies.
Jay, you weren't really there. What I did is not possibly, conceivably, could be done by a human.
Well, please describe in detail what you did.
I
So you know
removed
how
his arms
I'm
and
gonna
his
put an
legs.
apple in
and
Terry's hand, and he's just gonna squish it.
So you know how old ladies will like beat out a rug to get the dust out of it? Now, imagine that with a human body, except he's beating against the floor, the ceiling, and every other wall in the fucking room.
One piece at a time.
And imagine there was exquisite artwork that was just destroyed.
So, are we talking like an explosion from the center of like the room and matter went everywhere?
Well, his
Might as
leg
well.
went that way, his other leg went that way, one arm went that way, one arm went that way. I crushed his head, and then I threw his entire body into the mirror across the room.
And he got blood all over the white carpets.
And the woman he was sleeping with.
And those were really nice sheets that you ruined.
I'm not too upset about that, Blake.
You wouldn't be.
Were you going to steal those sheets?
I was going to steal the entire apartment. Did you see how immaculate it was? Keter.
You could do better.
I'm gonna have to.
But yeah, Jade, there's no way we were going to be framing someone for that. It was inhuman.
Okay, well, sounds like we just have to have a better control on the situation next time.
Blake's
I don't
gonna
know.
pat Terry on the back. Yeah, let's work on that, shall we?
I mean, that's the only option, right?
Have none of you ever lost control?
I did, and I made you guys go do the work.
Blake, have you ever given in to the beast?
Yeah, I kicked Charlie out of the car.
No, I mean really.
She's just going to smile and look at you. She's not going to answer that question, knowing damn well she's lost control, but she doesn't make messes.
If you feed the beast, it won't break out so hard.
This is why we have to, exactly. You give it a little bit so it doesn't explode. You trying to hold on to that little sliver of a person you think you still are is probably what got you in this mess.
Rain, perhaps there's an opportunity for us to procure our own cleaning crew so we don't owe favors to others. Maybe some less than reputable people that we can control.
Well, the good thing about this cleaning crew is they do an immaculate job. The less reputable crowd would probably leave more evidence that I'm comfortable with.
Yeah, but more favors, that means that we're owing more people more things.
Well, we're just not going to let this happen again.
I'll let you be in charge of that.
I mean, I can go ask some questions, see what the boys use when they get a bloody crime scene.
Yeah, what did the Russians use? And we could pin it on them.
Well, as as we were saying earlier, normal scenes are something we could definitely take care of. Special circumstances call for special phone calls.
Sounds like a lot of arson to me.
That was another idea we had. She'll give Rain a glance.
I got you, buddy.
I'm sorry, I was coughing. What was that?
Arson.
Hey, burn it down. The only issue with that is it was an apartment complex, and that would draw more attention than just one person going missing if everybody in there burns to death.
Look, if it's that big of a problem, I'll go do the job for Sphinx.
I don't give a shit about that. Just daydreaming about how to clean up murder scenes now.
I can start looking up ways of how blood can be washed off and not seen by ultraviolet lights. I'm sure there's a chemical for that.
Tide. Tide gets
Club soda, maybe?
Yeah, club soda works too, but I like Tide. Gets blood out of clothes. That's what I'm gonna do on my tux.
I really like the lavender scent. It's soothing.
Anyways, is the midnight on tonight? Is there a basketball game on? I'm gonna watch the basketball
It's
game.
3 in the
Yeah,
morning.
I got them in the top left corner. Replay. Sports Center's on.
Yeah, I've had Jay DVR it for me.
Yeah, I got you. We got the midnight, and then all the other fucking teams that I don't have in my notes. I got all four corners has each of our current teams playing from the last game.
The Midnight are playing the Bulls.
There we
There
go.
you go.
And
In the house that Jordan built.
and the Bulls are bad this year.
But the freezer
Rose
on
got hurt
fire.
again.
But as you guys are pretty well settling in for the evening, or for the morning, I guess, and making plans to go explore the outbreak of Russian red dots on Juniper Avenue, I think we'll leave it there for this evening.
Hell yeah. Then goal next session is Russian hunting. We're going Red Dawn on these motherfuckers.
We're gonna play Russian roulette.
No, we're gonna get them all.
I'm saying we can have the loaded gun and we win.
Russian roulette with the fucking 9mm.
Yeah.
Thank you for running, Ben.
Oh, thank you guys. Sorry for the later than normal start.
I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
It's only
Lucas
later
also.
for you and Lucas.
Yes,
It's the
thank
same
you guys.
for us. Because it's 6 o'clock for us. which, not that late.
Yep, totally.
Thanks for coming, Lucas.
Yes,
Glad you could
thank
make it.
you.
Now go get some sleep, for you have to be up in like 4 hours.
Yeah, $50 million bid tomorrow, so it's all good.
I believe in you.
You
got
got
it.
Lucas.
this.
Fantastic.
If you're
We gotta-
still working on the bid at this point, I'm sorry.
No, I got to turn in my portion of this bid tomorrow, and then they get to the bid team gets to work on it like for a couple more days. So.
Okay. So you weren't going to sleep tonight anyway. Got
No,
it.
not really.
Well, good luck. And everyone, I had an awesome time. Thank you as always.
Thank you, Ben.
Thanks
I'll
for
catch
running,
up with
Ben.
you guys
Thank
later.
you.
Tell Allie we love her. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Night, everybody.
Bye. Bye.
Jeremy, I have a surprise for you Sunday.
Oh snap! What's that?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Uh,
Just want to get your juices flowing.
what's? Can I get a hint? Are we playing Pirates on Sunday?
Yeah.
It is Pirates on
Yes!
Sunday.
I'm Nick. I love Strixhaven. I just love Pirates too.
Dude, no, have no problem with that because, like, I love pirates. I love playing Ascari. Like, the only reason we don't play pirates sometimes is because Lucas needed a break.
Yeah,
Otherwise, he'd make his ass run it all the time.
I blame Amanda. I think I would have kept running it, but she quit right at the good part of the story.
Well, now she's back, so you don't have any excuses.
Yeah, I gotta bring Rookie back so that way we can get past the Penala craziness plotline.
Pookie will be back.
Yeah, right.
Is that their team name?
It's their couple name.
Couple name.
Oh, are they a couple?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Penala and Rookie. They're really cute together. Our pervy bird.
Pervy bird.
She's the pervy bird.
I have to torture the pervy bird.
You already have been torturing.
I know.
Lucas,
Yes, Jeremy.
so with the wrestling thing and the Pirates thing, did you would you be okay if I ran a tournament one Sunday?
Oh, I would love for you to run a tournament.
Like just like occasionally have wrestling programs and I run the tournament and I run the programs?
It's a filler episode and it's just a wrestling tournament.
Oh,
Yeah, well, because I would have people like do like 3 episodes, try to build up their promos, try to build hype from the matches, because they want to get a lot of heat. They want to get a lot of viewers, because more viewers is more money, and that's what it's all about.
Oh, 100%. Jeremy, I've been trying to get everyone to basically run their own one-shots in their own character stories for a long time. So if you want to run a wrestling campaign every so often, that's fine. We can all pick up a wrestling character and play it.
What are you talking about? Iskari is going to wrestle.
I'm going to have to make a new character because I killed off my old one because I didn't think I was going to play in my own world, but I could do it.
Yeah, well, it's wrestling. They can just come back from the dead.
He turned into an island.
He's an island.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
not
we
coming
can't.
back.
No, we can't put the title on him. How are we going to get it off?
Try wrestling an island.
How am
Well,
I
I mean-
supposed to pin Rocky?
No, I would love that. I would love that, Jeremy. That'd be
I
cool.
need a baby face. I just keep coming up with heels. I have like heel managers. Raja's going to be a
I mean, Penala's baby faced.
that is true.
Is she?
Yes.
Would Panala get a more positive? Would Panala get cheers or boos out of a crowd?
She get cheers.
Yeah,
but-
she would.
The thing is, you want to get which would she be better at?
She'd be better at getting cheers for sure.
Okay, because
Especially if it was her and Rookie together.
if you can get, because like I know it sounds weird, but you need someone that people fucking hate. Rowdy Roddy Piper got stabbed on the street in the 80s because it was back in the days people didn't know wrestling was fake and they thought he was just an actual piece of shit, and someone walked up to him and stabbed him because they hated him that much.
I got a guy.
I mean, Iskari's a
Chad?
foreigner. Oh, no.
Chad
no.
is the ultimate
No.
heel.
Actually, Chad would be a great
No.
chicken shit heel.
No.
He is always going to be the
Only if I get to cut him in half at the end of every single fucking fight.
He always comes back like the Undertaker.
Lucas, this right here, like the animosity between Chad and Iskari would sell so fucking hard.
No.
Wait, would you
No.
work with Chad if you won?
God, I hate Chad.
I know you hate Chad.
It's
Also,
perfect
he
for the
just tried
views.
to kill you.
I know, but money's money. Maybe we can buy him out. But I'm also not talking as me. I'm talking as
As
I
your
need to make.
promoter.
Yeah, I need to make my promoter.
But I mean, yeah, like he almost just killed Raja and like my whole crew. Like, no.
I mean, villains can be sanctioned. I mean, there's opportunities for business in the entertainment industry.
This is Iskari's boat. No,
The matches don't have to happen on the boat. They could be elsewhere.
Actually, that's a good point. Iskari, we can't. I mean, we can't keep doing the same show in the same city. We got to go to different cities to do different shows because we're not going to pull in enough from TV. But if we could get a live event where we're selling merchandise, we can like quadruple our fucking money.
once we have a boat, we could go anywhere.
Yeah. We could just have like a traveling stadium.
Yeah, like we could still hold the show on the boat, and we could like have people come on the boat, or we could, yeah, like have literally like some fucking contraption
That
that
like
would.
pops out a
What if you
stadium.
fucking drag a ring behind the boat and it's just like Royal Rumble on the water and it's just anchored to the boat?
Oh, wait, what if it's the promoter's boat?
What? Yeah, I was
Hey,
gonna say, what if we just got a second boat?
that's a storyline that the promoter
We
could show up.
we already have two boats. Like our boat right now, we could keep it.
Yeah. Oh, but the new one is contingent on parts from the current one, right?
I don't know. Was it?
I think so.
Oh, okay. I don't know what
I-
X Ribbit needs.
No, I think he needs your current boat and then plus some money from advertising or something.
Okay. Well, then before we get too carried away, we need to deal with our two prisoners that we have in the bottom of our boat.
Yeah, prisoners.
Well, that was fucking ominous.
I mean, you guys have been gone for like a day.
That's ominous too.
I mean, I don't know how they'd get out.
I was re-listening to the episode where you guys bound the prisoners and Polly's got sea stone handcuffs, I think, on.
Yeah.
And I think we just said Farah was tied up, I think is what we said. I don't think we specified.
And she's locked in a room, right?
She's locked in a room, yes.
And 4X is there, and everyone else is still there.
I mean, 4X has to cook for the rest of the crew too, so he's gonna have to take a shift
Yeah,
at some
and
point.
I'm just saying the rest of the crew is still there.
Iskari.
They are.
I like Iskari as a babyface. Thinking about your character, I could see Iskari going to the final round, but Iskari needs to go under. Iskari needs to lose. Because if you beat the monster heel and like we're gonna set it up where Raja like literally breaks somebody in like the second round, like this hopeful like we'll sell him real hard, push him real fucking hard, like have everybody like this is the favorite, and then Raja just comes in and breaks him so bad that he can't compete ever again. I mean, he can still compete. We'll just throw a mask on him or something, give him a new gimmick. People won't notice. But like that gives Raja super heat, makes him like the big bad guy. Fucking and the moment uh it comes to it, like at the end, Raja's got like the shit heel manager, and when the hero goes to beat him in the tournament, we're gonna call it the King of the Ring. The manager fucking when distracts the ref, and while he's not looking, Raja pulls out like brass knuckles or a weapon or something illegal, or does something sketchy to win, like fucking knock you out. So like Raja wins, but he had to stoop to like low measures to get that victory, which like makes the heel, which makes like even though you lost, Iskari still looks super strong.
You could
You know?
wrestle Erling in Wendigo form in the round 2.
Ooh, I like Erling. Oh, I honestly, Erling's got a lot of good energy for wrestling content. He could, he's one of those.
He's got his Wendigo form and then just his normal Erling form.
Like, I'm talking about makeup Erling.
Oh,
Like,
the mime Erling?
yes, abso-fucking-lutely. That's so original, so charismatic. That's such a good character. And you just put this mysterious enigmatic creature in with these big brutes. And not only can he like wrestle, but he can win. And like when he starts to lose, he just transforms into this hideous beast. It's a really cool fucking gimmick. Not like calling Ryan's character a gimmick, but like that's what it
I
is
mean,
in
that's
wrestling.
what devil fruits are. They are kind of gimmicky.
Yeah, but I love Erling.
Jeremy, I dislike you so much for bringing wrestling to my One Piece world. I've built so many characters now because of wrestling.
Oh yeah, brother.
I got I got a Dwargar who is the Thunder from Down Under.
I like him.
He's bigger than Raja.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, have his Scary squash him. Just straight up like beat him within 3 minutes.
That'd be great.
Just like
I make every fight a life or death fight, so we'll see how well someone squashes somebody.
Well, I mean, the whole point of wrestling is that it's scripted.
yeah,
Mhm.
well,
Yep.
the outcome is scripted. I'm gonna talk to the wrestlers. So like old school guys, they wrestled stiff. Like when I hit you, I'm gonna fucking hit you. It needs to look real. I'm not gonna hit you with full force, but like there's gonna be some force behind it. When you fucking suplex me, make it hard. When you clothesline me, fucking send me flying. Like old school guys would play like that. Um, but newer guys are more of there's more of an artist like stunt acting almost with the way they like throw their punches, but they're all about their big flying high dive moves. So like the smaller characters, I was gonna give them acrobatics and athletics to passes, whereas the bigger guys, I was gonna have it more of a straight fight, whereas like you're dealing damage to each other.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No. I agree. Raja has to build this whole network. So he's going to have to find fighters, and fighters are not going to be bitches. They're going to come to fight. And then if they respect Raja or whoever is coming up against them, then perhaps they'll
This
have
is
a
how we
show
get more
later.
people on the crew.
Yeah, probably. Or how you build a grand fleet.
All right, let me get off.
All right, I'm
Night-night.
gonna go to
Night,
love
Jeremy.
you guys. This
All
is
right.
I love our Sunday game. Or not Sunday. I love our Sunday game, but god damn I love our Thursday game so much.
Vampire is fun.
Vampire is such a blast. Also, Lucas, I feel bad. I didn't mean to like guilt you into staying up super late.
It's
I
all
feel
good.
bad. Okay. All right. Love you, boo boo.
Love you too, buddy.
Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.